Well, I'm shooting my intro a little late. I had a phone call during the first one that interrupted, and apparently I deleted that file. So, tonight what we're going to do is tackle the Boker. This is a Lucas Burnley design. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of it. I've pretty much had everything taped up really well, so shouldn't have any damage done to it caused by myself. I got tape inside the frame. That's gonna be a booger. There we go. But it's D2 like the others. Where the video is going to pick up is right at the beginning. I got maybe 3 or 4 full swipes across the stone. My phone rang and I had to stop there. So that's where we're going to pick up. Never fails. As soon as I turn record on, people start calling. This grind is pretty uneven. It's like when they ground it on the belt, instead of doing full continuous sweeps, they like stuck the base on the belt, let it grind for a minute, took it off, stuck it on the tip, let it grind for a minute, took it off, went back to the base. So there's high and low spots in the actual bevel. It's gonna take a little bit of grinding to get that all evened out. That's always been my thinking behind my full sweeps. What I do to this end of the knife, I also want to do to this end. So it's one of the reasons I don't just concentrate in one particular area. If I'm doing pinpoint grinding, I'll grind the entire blade. I'll start at the base and work my way to the tip, and then I'll do long sweeps to blend it all in. Not sure if it matters or not, but in my mind it does, therefore I do it. Alright, I've pretty much got a burr on both sides now. I'm going to break it off and we'll move on to the 1K stone. This is the 1000 grit. got some scratches right smack in the middle of the existing bevel that aren't reaching. That's interesting. It's almost like the bevel itself is hollow. They're slowly coming out. Just a little bit more. Alright, that's got him. As soon as I make an adjustment in one area, it fucks up another. I'm gonna try a little something different. This is the 2500 grit. I brought you guys down a little closer. This doesn't look good. Well, it'll be the only time I try it. I don't know if you can see that scuffing at the tip there. Need to work on that a little bit. Got a little bit near the shoulder I need to work on. Same on this side. Got a little bit at the tip I need to work on. I apologize ahead of time if this angle doesn't work very well. Like I said, I just wanted to try something different. Get you guys a little closer to the action, as it were. I know you can't see it, but my finger rides along the tip and the stone at the same time, so I can feel it when I'm actually directly on the tip. That lets me know I'm getting all the way down to it. Got just a little bit more. That's looking good. That's all looking good. Alright, got you guys back in the normal spot. This is the Naniwa Pro 3000 grit. I didn't mention it, the last stone was the 2500 grit. I got a little spot right up here at the tip. It is just not getting hit. I hate when things don't come together. Oh well, I'm going to leave it like it is. We'll see how it looks when it comes out. Now that spot in the tip, I don't want you to think I'm just going to leave it if it stays abnormal. I will bring it back to the stones and go back over it if it requires. I just don't think that 3K stone is cutting it. It's not coarse enough, I don't think, to get down to the area it needs to be. But looking at it in a different light, it does look polished. So I think it's just a cosmetic lighting issue. Once everything is said and done, it should all blend back in, I'm thinking. Now, of course, if it doesn't, like I said, I'll bring it back to the stones and I will correct that spot. we're getting close to done. I think I got, what, one more knife? It's a little sad. I've enjoyed getting something to sharpen other than 440C and 8CR13 MOV. Those knives make great practice knives, but they don't present much of a challenge. They're just so easy to grind. And as I suspected, that little aesthetic flaw that I was seeing in the bevel stropped right out. CBN emulsion 2 micron. Once again, I poked myself. This one's got a wicked tip on it. Kind of reminiscent of the Quaken. This is 1 micron diamond paste. It's got that kind of, I don't even know what you call it, but it's got a real pronounced point to it. I've got one spot on the shoulder in the back. After every strop, it looks hazy. Don't know what's going on there. This is 1/2 micron. one strop left, which is 0.25 micron. Alright, I'll get this tape off. We'll come back and do a cut test. Alright, it is time for a cut test. Nice S cut, no problem. That's my fingernail. Just damn near chopped my fingernail off. She's sharp. I saw a guy in a video take his knife like at the base of the blade and take his paper and hold it out and just kind of do a swipe through like that was some great feat, and I don't know, I didn't see what the significance of that was. I mean, paper's about the easiest medium to cut. Now, of course, if you got jaggedness, it's going to show up in your slice, which is the whole point of using paper as a cutting medium. It's difficult really to show you sharpness. I mean, you know sharp when you feel it, but it's hard to transcribe from. It's hard to demonstrate, basically. You know, I mean, I could sit here and cut 1,000 things, but unless you physically held the knife in your hand, put your fingers to it, and actually slice with it yourself, you're really not going to have an idea how sharp it is. I can't do hair whittling tests because my girlfriend's hair is so ultra fine. I can't even get my razor blades to do it, and I sharpen those to 15,000 grit and then strop. I know damn well they're hair whittling, but I cannot whittle her hair. The closest I can come is to take a bristle out of a shaving brush and use that, which my knives, of course, will whittle those hairs, but they're a little thicker than a human hair, so kind of defeats the purpose. So hair whittling tests and that sort of thing, unfortunately, is not something I can demonstrate, though I am sure quite a few of my knives have been more than capable of doing that. Regardless, this knife is sharp. I'm going to bring you guys down, show you the bevel. You can kind of see that shoulder, how much the original bevel ground higher than the actual bevel. I'm not real sure if it's just the thickness of the knife that causes that or what, but even my own sharpening mimicked it. There's still a few scratches in it, but they are quite fine. This shoulder you can really see on the tip. This is the one I was talking about not being able to get all the way to the shoulder. but it did strop out quite well, so when you hold it in the right light, it just shows reflectivity. Whoop, didn't mean to move the camera. So again, it's got a nice polish, nice luster. There we have it. If you guys have any questions or comments, as always, leave them below. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.